110 वर्कशॉप्स मैंने कंडक्ट करी हैं. इसमें से जो हमने जाना है, they are the participative citizens. इनकी अब बात हम पहुंचाएंगे to policy makers. I'm working with National Commission for Women, जो रेखा शर्मा द्वारा, she is the chairperson, to be able to present this paper with valid solutions for the Ministry of Child and Welfare Department.
You know the difference in this, it's a very important thing. In fact, I hope कि ये एक example माना जा सकता है हर स्टेयर के लिए, क्योंकि ऐसा होता है कि जो textbook understanding of a situation or a problem is very different from the reality. So what this policy, this draft of policy will do is take the real problems and give them the perspective they need from a real life point of view, and solutions from a real life point of view, which makes all the difference.
Mr. From, I would like to ask you one question regarding this. You are in India for past, I think, 8 to 9 months or something like that.
Yes.
So what have you experienced regarding women's safety, and what measures will you be taking in your company, as almost known for safety first, according to what measures you would be taking regarding this?
Yes. So, I mean, first of all, I just, it's such a privilege to be able to help tell Srishti's story.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the role that we wanted to take, to make sure that her story was told. And I think the story she's telling about the situation with women's safety in India is something that resonates very well, I think, with Volvo. We are, from our very nature, and I think well known as leaders in safety, but also in gender equality.
Yeah.
So coming from Sweden, before I was here, I was living in Sweden for 5 years. And that's a place where gender equality is I think far beyond many other countries, and we've seen that. And that's something that's sunk very deeply as a Swedish company into our DNA. So when we saw this opportunity and the great things that you were doing, we just wanted to help tell this story. And if you look at the things that we're doing at Volvo, I mean, we've made a pledge that we will have 35% of our top management be female in the next 5 years. I think that's a big, and we'll be doing our part of that here in India. Yes.
अभी थोड़ी देर पहले सुष्मिता सेन यहाँ पर थी, तो उन्होंने बताया कि कोई भी सेफ नहीं है, चाहे वो सेलिब्रिटी हो या कोई भी इंसान हो. उनके साथ भी एक हादसा हुआ था जब वो एक अवार्ड फंक्शन में गई थी, 15 साल के लड़के ने उन्हें मोलेस्ट किया और उन्होंने पकड़ लिया था एक्चुअली उन्हें. ऐसा कुछ आपके साथ कभी हुआ है? कुछ ऐसा शेयर करना चाहेंगे?
इस देश में ऐसी कोई भी
I can't think of a single lady or girl in our country जहाँ पे उनके साथ ऐसा कोई हादसा ना हुआ हो. मैं जानती हूँ कि मैं हैदराबाद में पली बड़ी, मैं स्कूल चलकर जाती थी, तो स्कूल जाते समय और लौट आते समय, क्योंकि हम सड़क से चलते हुए जाते थे और लौट आते थे, लड़के छेड़ना, फॉलो करना was a regular thing. तो डर के, मतलब the heart would be like pounding all the way from the moment I left the front gate of my home till I reached school. It would be scary. But the interesting thing is, unfortunately ऐसा कोई हादसा नहीं हुआ. And also credit to my parents that despite this they never said किसी को साथ में रखो. They never discouraged me from going and walking on my own. They always believed that a girl should get her independence, and she should, despite whatever the situation, find her way and make sure she gets to where she has to. And I was lucky, perhaps, that I don't know whether my parents would have had that confidence today, given everything that's been happening in our country. And quite frankly, I don't think they would have. India was a lot safer in the 80s while I was growing up. But I know that नुमाइश होती है हैदराबाद में, जो exhibition grounds में, तो वहाँ पे तो भीड़ बहुत ज़्यादा होती थी. तो getting pinched and somebody coming and touching you in places and being, it's a very common thing. And the sad thing was that we never reported it. We never tried to apprehend the person. We used to feel ashamed and embarrassed as girls. We would be like, my God, somebody touched me, and I'm so embarrassed that this has happened to me. But if something like that happened to me today, I'd break that person's face. and I would report a complaint. So no, I'm not that aggressive, but I would definitely report a
But
complaint.
डर instill करते हैं,
Yeah.
parents ही करते हैं.
It's
Society
in certain
shaming and
societies,
everything.
in certain in actually a lot of our environments in India, shame begins at home. मेरे case में, I think it was just because everybody was that way, I felt it too. I mean, I don't believe that if I had gone back home and I told my mother कि मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ, she would have obviously told, because she's a very progressive, very enterprising, independent, forward-thinking woman. She would have said, "There's nothing for you to be ashamed. You shouldn't feel shame." But I did feel shame, you know, and felt very awkward and embarrassed about it.
Okay, now we're going to have to move downstairs.
Sure.
Priya, you're needed on stage. There's a crowd.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. That was very well said.
Okay, we'll do this.
Thank you.
Thank you. चल.
याद हो ना 3 किलोमीटर का उल्टा चलने वाला है. अरे सब उल्टा ही तो चल रहा कब से. अरे अंदर चलेगा तो बबलू बाहर खड़ा करेगा. अरुण लाइन बंद कर दिया नीचे. अरे जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद करो ना. अरुण एक ट्रैफिक का बोल देना फटाक से कभी चलो ना. हाँ हाँ बोलो क्या क्या पॉजिटिव